Squiddy, come. Street eats are famous all over the world. In Egypt, you've got the fava bean. In Mexico, tacos. And of course, a beautiful bowl of pho in Vietnam. But here in the towns of South Gippsland, they are taking their street eats to a whole new level. Street level. This is dairy country. Beautiful rolling green hills giving way to a rugged coastline. But it's the small towns of the region like Foster that provide something quite unexpected. This is what I call street food, where the council planted gardens not only offer a heap of colour, you can also get a free feed. It's certainly a colourful approach to a street garden.
Yeah.
The guiding hand behind this productive program is council horticulturist Paul Robinson.
The vegetables and the herbs and the annuals, the flowers, they're very, very, very popular. People just love it. They just love it. Not one bad comment in the 10 years I've been here.
Well, it's pretty obvious that you're showing the entire town how beautiful vegetables can be. This chilli is stunning.
Yeah, as I say, we have 3 different chilies we've planted through the town. Mild, hot and extreme, and this is the extreme. But yeah, as I say, we don't let people know about how hot these are because we let them find out for themselves.
There's free tastings on the street.
There's free tastings, yeah.
It's such a nice plant though, like
Yeah.
it's beautiful dark foliage, gorgeous purple flower, and then a black and red chilli. It's as beautiful as any ornamental plant.
You could use it, there's no reason why you couldn't use it in a landscaping job. It just amazes me people just don't think about anything other than landscaping plants when you could use vegetables through the town.
Paul, this is one heck of a roundabout, and the first thing people see when they come into town.
Yeah, we call this is our unique garden. We just have all sorts in here.
Heaps of veggies though.
Heaps of veggies, heaps and heaps of veggies.
And are people allowed to pick?
They can come in and pick whatever they wish, as long as they don't take too much. We sort of put limits on it, but sometimes we just can't get that limit done.
Have you been teaching people how to harvest? Come on, Squid.
We have. Once upon a time, that people used to come in and just pillage the whole lot, and now we've trained them, and now they come in and actually pick the leaves and not take the plant. So,
yeah, not pull the whole thing out of the ground. You can just pick some. And so, when you first started, did people know they were allowed to pick?
No, we used to have we used to call it the 4:30 rush. We'd knock off at 4 o'clock, and at 4:30 people would come in and just devour the gardens. It was like a plague of locusts. It was unbelievable.
They thought they weren't allowed to harvest, so they waited for you to knock off before they knocked off the plants.
Exactly right, yeah. So it's taken nearly 10 years to educate people to come and actually pick. The more they pick, the less it goes to seed and the better the plant is. So we think we're getting there. We are getting there.
So what have you got in this display?
Well, we used to have lettuce, but they're all gone, as you can see. We've got chillies, capsicums, silverbeet, thyme, oregano, celery, eggplant.
That's your centrepiece planting, are these?
Yes, yeah.
And it's funny, they're just starting to fruit, but even the plant itself is really, really handsome.
It is. I was never a big fan of eggplant, but it looks really good in a mass display.
I love this, Paul. Really, really generous display, but also great height in the gardens.
Yeah, this is all about landscaping vegetables. It's pretty much what we do. We put our tall stuff in, we have the shorter stuff at the front, and we landscape with vegetables.
I can see the corn's well and truly been harvested here.
Yeah, that got taken very early. That taken before it was ripe, but that's one of the hassles we get, but that's okay.
Paul, picking off the street, do people have to be careful about eating the veggies?
No, just give them a wash. It's like the veggie in the supermarket, just give them a wash.
You never know who might have been past, four-legged friends included.
Yes.
I believe you guys are proud owners of your street gardens.
Yeah. Yep, we like it.
You do? And do you keep a bit of an eye on it?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
we especially the corn.
You were disappointed you missed out, I hear.
Yeah, let's just keep telling people, it's not ready yet, don't take it.
But they did anyway.
They did anyway.
You're a Foster local?
I am.
And what do you think of these garden beds?
Love the garden beds, and probably the most exciting thing is watching people visiting the town coming along and smelling and looking and touching the plants, and then you go and tell them you can pick some and take it, and they're like, are you serious? So they love it.
They love it because they don't think they can, do they?
No, but they love it, and then they come back time and time again.
Paul, tell me how much work is involved in looking after these gardens?
There's a lot of preparation. There's probably 2 weeks of preparation, and there's another week and a half of planting. Then it's just ongoing. It's just constant maintenance. We're weeding once a fortnight, once a month. Summertime we're watering, believe it or not. It doesn't rain here all the time. We're just full on maintenance from the time they go in to the time they come out. But in saying that, it's well and truly worth it for the response we get.
I guess it is. It's unusual. It must draw a lot of interest to the town.
Oh, for sure, yeah. And I think it's taking off. There's no doubt about it. It's definitely a winner.